return to Bolivia. This time we're at Pluma Lodge. We've just flown in. Sure, about an hour and 3/4 hour flight. Lovely flight, fantastic scenery. And we're now just gone through the local village, going on the canoes, taking all of us and all of our fishing equipment and all the supplies up to the Pluma camp for our week fishing. It's actually the last week of the season. Just met a lot of Americans who just left. They've just had a fantastic week. Gorgeous warm weather. River's looking in not too bad condition. We're on the secure river as we are now, going up to the Pluma Lodge. So we're hoping that we're going to have a good week. We all start fishing tomorrow. So anticipation is building. But what a place. You know, everybody who's with us so far have just said, you know what? I know why you talk about this place so much, and I can see why you come here. And they've not even been to the camp yet. They've not even got a rod out. They've not even cast a line. It's just a whole experience of coming into the jungle, working with these local tribes, supporting these local villages. And fishing is just going to be the bonus. But what a bonus. I, for one, really look forward to a good week. Here we are, day one, and we're stopped for lunch, and today I'm out with Kevin. We had an interesting morning. I've had 2 takes and lost both of them. Not a very good start. Kevin, you still yet to have a take yet?
No, I haven't had a take.
No, so, but it's a beautiful, we're up on zone 2, up on the Pluma River, and there's our guide, and behind him is our boatman who've just been having their dinner. We're sitting in the shade. Hopefully we'll contact with some this afternoon, and this time we'll try and keep them on, see if we can get a picture taken. The last one which we hooked and lost was quite exciting because it was feeding frenzy, wasn't it?
Last week of the season.
On the last week of the season, so stay tuned. Well, that's the end of our first day fishing on zone 2. Man, it's been so hot today. We're all pretty beaten up and we're all pretty tired, but it's still enjoyable. It's great fun to have a day on the river. Good to be back. Just goes to show you that you need to make every chance count, because it doesn't matter how many times you tell somebody don't don't trout strike. First fish of the day, first take of the day, what do? Lift into it like I'm fishing for trout. Just it never ever sinks in. It just takes a little while to get used to it. The second one we hooked and we lost. That was a shame because that was a nice Dorado. Sat there and waited for a feeding frenzy to start. We would see some Dorado terrorising some Sabalo, and our guide just said wait, which we did, and we were rewarded. Once they started charging, it was about a 3rd cast. We got a nice solid hookup, but running after the Dorado to try and stop the other Dorado from biting me off, because they're all in a bit of a frenzy because it was a nice fish. And then a couple of jumps and bingo, out comes the hook. Well, that's fishing. So as I said to you, unfortunately you need to make every chance count, and today I did not. So I think it looks like we're going to go back empty-handed. But what an absolute day on the river. Fantastic. And just fills you with confidence and more determination for tomorrow. Day 2, fishing at the Pluma Lodge, and today I'm fishing with a very good friend and also a good customer, Ray Froud, and we're down on zone or beat 4. There's 4 beats at Pluma Lodge that you fish, because normally 8 customers, so there'll be 2 customers to 1 guide to 2 locals, natives, and you rotate the beats round. Yesterday I was up on beat 2 with Kevin, and I'm sort of trying to get around so I can mix myself up with as many people as I can, so I'm out with Ray today. When we set off this morning, it was a lot cooler. It was actually starting to spit with rain. Completely overcast. It's now starting to break through. The sun is now starting to burn it off. So looking forward to going down to zone 4, which is going to be actually on the Sucuri River. The Pluma is actually a tributary of the Sucuri. There's a confluence which is up in zone 3, beat 3. We've come further down than that, and we're sort of right into the Sucuri River. Normally it would have a little bit more colour than this, but water levels are extremely low, and consequently Sucuri, this would normally be a dirty river, because the Sucuri normally has more sediment in it, but it's pretty clean. It's a good colour actually. It's not crystal clear visibility, which means that the fish has got more time to look at the flies. It's got really good clarity. The only trouble is it's about 5 foot lower than it should be, so it's going to make the choice of spots a little bit more limited, but that's fishing. I'm sure me and Ray will make the most of it. So we'll be fishing normal, the runs, and then down here there's a lot more structure, dead trees, so we'll be fishing the dead trees. And I'll try and film Ray doing some fishing so you can see what it's like. It's just like target practice. Quite often they're quite short casts. You just need to get it tight to the log, because the takes are normally pretty instantaneous but really close to the structure. So I'm looking forward to today. It's going to be hot again this afternoon, I think, and we'll see if we get too fatigued. Yes, he's got a take. He's on. Yes, keep it tight. Yes! And we got it all on film. Well done, Ray. Excellent. That's how you do it. Just cast them right tight to the logs.
You cast to them. There is another.
Okay. Never give up. We're just getting towards the end of the day, and we come to another pool here full of structure. This is about the 6th strike, but the others didn't actually hit the fly, but this one did. Look at the beautiful colours on them fish and them teeth. That's the last thing a sabalo ever sees. Beautiful fish. Mwah, my friend. Let's give it a bit of relax, and let's just let it slide off and watch it go away. Gently like that. Thank you. Well, it's nearly 6 o'clock and we've just arrived back at Pluma Lodge. Just been having my second day out. As you can see, Ray and our guide Juan just walking back. Got the steps. There's a lot of steps back up to the lodge, but yeah, it's been a really good day. We had a bit of action this morning. Ray had a small one, I lost a small one. Not many boats, but then this afternoon it was a lot more activity in a couple of places. I mean, I think I had 6 or 7 pulls and several hookups, and lost one right at the beach, and then I managed to land a small one. And yeah, so we've had absolutely lots of action this afternoon, and that's what this fishing in the jungle is all about. It's not about just catching lots of fish. It is hard work, but it's very rewarding. The only way I can describe it is it's predator fishing. They are predators and we're predators, and we're hunting for them. Casting into all the nooks, the crannies, the pools, the head of the pools, the tails of the pools, anywhere you think there's fish. And at times there's no activity, and then other times there's swirls, there's slashes. You hook up, they jump, they spit the hook out. You cast again, you get another hook up, you get another swirl. And it's feast and famine, but it's hard on the body. The heat is fine now because the sun's gone down, but in the heat of that day, that is really, really, really exhausting. But, you know, if you want to come catch these beautiful Golden Dorado and you want to come in the jungle, something you just got to be prepared for. And yeah, we're having a great time. Sam now going back to the lodge. There's 7 of us here, so we'll see how the other people have got on. Hopefully they've had some good fish. And go have a nice drink, have a bite to eat, see if we can get some sleep, because unfortunately, I don't mean that really, tomorrow we've got to do it all again. Here we are, the morning of day 3, and today I'm out with Peter Norgan, good customer, my Viking friend, and we're literally just 40 yards from the lodge. We're in zone 3, beat 3 today, so we're right at the top of it, which starts outside the lodge, and he's just fishing the first mark, which is some structure and some little shelf sitting out over here, which I'll show you in a minute. So he's now trying to cast as tight as he can to the structure. Strip it in, very similar to like how we fished with Ray yesterday down in beat 4. So hopefully today we'll have a good day. It's a little bit overcast at the moment. We're gonna apparently have a bit of a storm this afternoon. It's very, very, very humid. It's 8 o'clock in the morning and it is sweating buckets. We're gonna see. Looking forward to today. Into a fish. First cast, he actually cast it, and then the Dorado, there's 3 of them there, and it just hit his fly the second it went into the water. Hey, well done. Oh, nearly. Lovely. Beautiful fish, first thing in the morning, look at that. Took that fly, absolutely inhaled it. Nice one, Pierre. Congratulations. Thank you.
This one under ready.
Beautiful. What you got to say, Pierre?
Really nice first catch, you know. First cast.
In this new pool, yep.
I took the fly and I tangled the line, but it was still on, you know.
When your name is on the fish, your name is on it.
Yeah, it is.
It was really good more in the front.
Here we go, my little friend. Yes.
This Dorado was punching a little bit above his body weight, I think. Oh, well done, my friend. We just worked this edge all the way down here, and it's like casting this far from the bank, many casts, one after the other, after the other, after the other. Then boom, and then you get a nice Dorado. Thank you, my friend. Let's have a picture taken, get some video. Look at that. This is a fat lady or fat boy, one or the other.
It's a lady.
There's a lady. Left
Beautiful.
Leaves us to do. Just to give this beautiful lady a kiss. Mwah. Big set of teeth. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look how it glows in the sun. That's why they call them Golden Dorado. Stunning fish. Stunning, stunning. There you go, baby. There goes. Excellent, my friend.
Good.
Thank you. Here we are, day 4, and I'm back up on beat 2 with Luke, who's had a fantastic start this morning. The first actual spot we stopped at, I think, wasn't it?
First spot,
How many casts?
second cast,
And how big?
20 pounds.
Oh, well done, my friend. Well done. And he's also lost one about 15, 16 pounds in about the third or fourth spot. I had one bite, which he was showing us how to sort of semi-check nymph for him in a fast rapids. Took me by surprise, and I must admit I fell on my arse. So that was quite funny. But yeah, we're up on beat 2. It's very, very, very humid. If we look like we've been fishing for a year, we've only been fishing for about 2 hours. That's because the humidity is just horrendous. It rained last night, which I thought was going to drop some of the humidity, but it hasn't.
Made it worse.
It's made it worse.
Made it far worse.
Literally, we look like we've been out of the shower. But we've got macaws flying by. We're up a lovely pool. We're now having some change of flies. And I'm looking forward to the rest of the day, my friend.
Me too.
Look at that for a saddler. Wow, that is a monster. What a day. I'm out with Peter Collingsworth today. We're on beat 5. It's extremely hot. Hector's trying to kill us today. Normally we fish beat 5 with a boat, but Hector's not a keen guide on the boat, so we've walked everywhere. We've both hooked and lost one. Pete lost a really nice, good 20 pounder this morning. A little while ago I just lost one, 8-9 pounds, something like that. Usual stamp the fish. I hate it when I do that. Just wanting to jump, just wouldn't pull away from me. So I'm trying to run up the bank and it's swimming towards you as fast as you can and jumping at the same time. And with barbless hooks, it's hard to keep pressure on. Pete's there, casting away. There's not much of the day left now. We also had some fantastic sport with pacu. Never fished for pacu before. Went to one spot, actually fishing for Dorado, to be honest. First cast. Huge big black pacu just came up, engulfed my fly, and took the lot with him. Fly, leader, you name it, took the lot. So then we went off to some deep pools because the wind blew for a little while, and it was really interesting to see all the pacu start to come rising up because obviously everything starts to fall off the trees. So we fished with a nut fly, and unfortunately I didn't see the first bite because the fly line all tangled around the cooler box. I was in the process of untangling that. And then the second bite, yeah, fantastic bite, but good strip strike, but just nothing on the end. They obviously had just let it go at that moment. So still never caught a pacu in my life, so it's been a bit of an achievement. So Pete's now finishing up, and I think we're going to start fishing our way back upriver. It's 3:30, so we've only got a couple of hours left, an hour and a half maybe. So we may get a couple of more spots in. See if we can get last Dorado. Yeah, every day's a day on the river here. Really interesting. Well, good morning. It's our last morning of another hosted trip to the Somali lodges. This year we're at Pluma, as you've seen this week. It was the last week of the season, fishing in October. It's been a really interesting week. Never fished Pluma before. Totally different from all the other lodges. As you've seen, we've got to fish the Pluma River and the Sucure River. Been a really good week. Everyone apart from one customer has never fished for Golden Dorado before, so it was a complete new experience for them. Everybody's caught fish, which is great. We had 47 fish between 6 anglers, so it's been a good week. We've had 2 or 3, I think 3 fish just over 20 pounds, and a very healthy helping of Dorado in the 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18 pound, which are pretty impressive Dorado. We provide great sport. So it's time for us to get the flight back to Santa Cruz and start the long journey home. I think hopefully this week you can see by the river and the environment from behind me, but we've also given you another good idea of what it's actually like to come fish in the jungle. If people would say to me, is it easy? No, it's not easy. Is it fun? Yes, it is extremely good fun. And the only other way I can really describe it, it's a good not easy, because if it was too easy, it wouldn't be so much of an adventure. And it really is. I mean, if you want an adventure with a fly rod in your hand, and you want to go around beautiful environments like this, to go and fish, what else can you want? Bolivia has it all for you. So until next time, hopefully I may see some of you on the next trip.